Yo, what's going on, people? Just getting home, man. Red Wednesday settings. Let's talk. Hold on, let's sort my hat, man. Listen, work rate. Listen, I don't even know. Rattled OG been ducking people. TV troll. You know I ain't been ducking anyone, fam. Man's here. I'm here, man. Even at this hour right now, live. Now, who's awake at this time? That's the real question. I ain't even done the thumbnail. That's going to be done later, but I thought, look, let's talk. Red Wednesday, again, gaslight. Gaslight Gary. There goes my early bedtime. Bro, Street said even ducking smoke. Receipts. Boy, it is what it is, fam. Charles, big up, bro. Outside. Hey, it's good to see a couple people here. Man said wrong and strong. How you just gonna go live like that? Brother, when you listen, the day that I've had, podding. It's nearly Thursday. Absolutely. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now when I pull it back here, I should have done the show yesterday. I should have done the show yesterday and not chose to watch anime. But the anime that I watched was good. But it was just because, you know what it is, yeah? Man United is just like, when your team's operating this, why now? Man United have been getting me to a phase, yeah, where KD's cholesterol might finish higher than United. Timing great for people in Cali. Absolutely, man. I've been watching Blue Lock. Anyway, there's news to talk about, people. Who would have thought there's news to talk about? But Casemiro apparently wants to fight for his space. That's hilarious. I also saw a clip of Onana, because people said the system that he plays made it difficult for Onana, yeah? I saw Onana making them same mistakes, which is crazy. So that's the mad one. What else is there? Let's keep reading some of these. Ooh, Jean-Claude Blanc has been appointed to the European Club Associations Board. Okay, I don't know what that means. Joshua Zirkzee, it's difficult at the moment. Everyone expects Man United to win. It's a very big club, so that's just a part of it. If you see how we train, we're really getting in the right direction. We have to show that on the field. Zirkzee with the information. Anyway, man, let's talk. Anthony, Jose wants Anthony. Let's talk about it. I'm not too loud because obviously the little ones are back at school. I need to make sure that I'm not just doing way too much. Was there a disclaimer? No disclaimer. You know what? Let me open the line. Let's talk to the community. But the mic is micing, so we're good to go. Okay, you're just sleeping out. How come you're up now? I don't know. This is me though, to be honest. This is what I'm on, like, really. Anyway, let's go. Let's bring people in. Again, the American audience, it's you lot. This is Red Wednesday. Run the disclaimer. Nah, I ain't gonna run the disclaimer. Let's just go. Let's talk. Let's talk United, really. There better be a show tomorrow. 100% there's a show tomorrow. Late G. There you go. KG, go to bed. You're too old for this. All right, cool. Crash, welcome to the show. Antonio, Uncle Jim. Wow, Dr. NHS. Yo.
Still can't get over how you kicked me out the call this morning talking about what? That's me.
1 second. Let me see if I can. Oh, wait, my mic is not even micing. 1 second. Let me get rid of you lot then. Add you back. Wow, I must sound like trash. 1 sec. Oh, my audio was rubbish. Settings, audio. 1 2. Yo, 1 2. What's going on? 1 2. Yo. Yeah. All right. Crazy what's going on. I must have sounded like a loser.
Yeah.
All right. There you go.
Much better. That's much better.
There you go. There we go.
AG,
All right.
AG, what are these raunchy hours, bro?
These are raunchy hours. I ain't gonna lie to you. These are raunchy hours, but I was podding. I had to do
Bro,
I had to
streets
do
are saying you tried to sneak in and sneak out. What are you telling me, bro? Streets is
Bro.
saying you tried to catch man unawares. You just wanted to come in, talk to two man, and leave.
I would have dipped. The killer is I would have
no.
dipped. I would have dipped. But well, listen, guys. Right now, there's a lot going on. Anthony, they want Anthony in Turkey. Would
So
you
are we taking him?
Bro,
My
he's
thing is
not
that
going. He's not going anywhere.
yeah,
Let's
it's not
just-
going
he's
anywhere. I
not
don't
going.
know.
No, that's
Why
not.
are we
don't-
wasting our?
That's not the
There's no
question I'm
point
asking.
talking about transfers. We are
I'm
here
not-
to
I'm not
handle
sure.
court cases, bro.
I'm not
That's
sure what
what we
these
are here
rumors
for.
are even coming from, if they're credible or not, but it's not happening. The Casemiro deal isn't happening, and the Anthony deal is not happening. We need too much depth right now for them to even think about loaning them out. It's just stupid. In my
If the
opinion.
Yeah.
Casemiro deal was
We're
gonna
not
happen, it would have
signing.
happened ages ago now. It would have
Exactly.
been time ago now. Like it's come on, man. He's here for another year. We might as well just say it.
I hear it's stupid, but would you do the deal? Is what I'm asking you. Lot.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
No, not now.
Nope. Nope.
Nope.
Not at the moment. Hell no.
We're too light.
Which one, Casemiro
Way
or
too
Anthony?
light.
Both. We're too light.
Samiro, Anthony. Nah, we all. Well, I know Sancho's just done out, but we're light now.
We're
Yeah,
too
we
even
light.
can't
with
lose
Anthony, I'm
Anthony as
not
well.
risking that.
We can't get rid of anyone.
I don't
We've
like
checked
Anthony.
ourselves.
Now,
Why
if
not?
it's
Ten Hag
Anthony,
has
I'll do
checked
it
us.
because
Hold on,
Anthony would
One
cost
at a
less
time.
next
One
year.
at a time. Yeah. One at a time. Let's really work this out, though. You lot have been saying that Anthony's dead and he can do nothing. So what are you
Yeah,
keeping
fully.
for?
Because he's still a body.
Body.
He's still a number, bro.
Yeah.
Like he's still a number.
body
He's
on
dead.
the
He's
bench.
right.
Crazy.
He is not that guy. I'm happy when
You
he's
don't
coming.
want him, but don't
he's
get
still
rid
a
of him.
body. No. If someone came in right now for him, then we're light, innit? If someone came in January, then that means we got to make a move.
Yeah.
I'm
If
fine
we
with
had
that
a
in January.
if we had a replacement,
If
I'd
leaves in
understand it,
January,
but we
it
don't.
has to be cash in hand.
I
Like they have to give us money to go buy somebody else, and even then, who are we going to buy?
I
That's-
am in
Aaron, go on.
utter shock.
Odi.
I am in utter shock of what I'm hearing.
Me too.
Wait,
Bro.
Say it, Abs.
I knew Abs.
Say it, Abs.
Go on, Abs. Talk to me.
There's no way on God's green earth I'm keeping Anthony here. If I can find a team that's going to pay majority of his wages and get him out of here, get him out of here.
Brother,
So
what
absolutely,
happened-
what are you gonna do
So
about
you
the
get
depth?
rid of him now.
What are you
Sorry,
gonna do
hold
about
on.
the depth?
Hold on. So you'd get rid of him now and be happy with our squad depth being lower.
I would rather
We would
play
only
a
have
youth player and
three
bring him up from
wingers.
under 18s or under 23.
And that's the
You play
problem.
him.
That's
He's
the
not really
problem,
educated.
bro. That's the
20s,
problem.
why
You
not
can't
give
Play
do
him
too
that.
much FIFA,
One
bro.
at a time. One at a time.
Because the cameras are not on as well. We all can't talk at the same time. It just
Yeah,
makes
of
it.
course.
So yeah, go on. So Abs, you're basically saying that why are you holding on to this guy?
This is why we had so much dead wood in the first place. We never get rid. We don't want the guy. Everyone has just said here we don't want him. We all laughed when Mark N said 20 goal GNA. We said he barely get 5. Last season I thought he got 6. What on God's green earth do we want him for? Oh,
But bro, we're not talking about
And the
him
worst
going
thing is,
whether we
you
like
know
it or not. We're
he's
talking
come
about
on.
the squad depth. That's what we're
Literally.
talking about
he's
right
going
now.
to come on and all of you are
KG
gonna be
said,
upset
"Are
when
you
he
going to
comes on.
do it?" And I said, "Yes, I would do it." Yeah, Abs is saying yes, he would do it. It's not. We're not talking about squad depth. He said, "Would you do it?" Yes, I'll do it.
But
I
that
do
that
it
that,
too.
int-
Squad depth with an
Bro.
under 18-year-old that's exciting. That has
but
hope.
that won't work. That won't work because you can't do that with every youth player. It doesn't work like that.
Oh my days.
Let's just be
Go on,
realistic.
Kenny, get involved. Go on.
Yeah, let's just be realistic, guys. It would be very amateurish for you to sell any player at the moment. We're light, unless if we wait till this January and then we can bring in somebody quick and then that's when we can offload. Right now, even if a team calls in for Casemiro or Anthony, it would be very, very stupid of us to let go of those players. Because
Can I
we're
be
lucky
real
that-
though? Can I be real with the Casemiro situation? We
Oh.
should have sold him, man. We should have let him go.
100% we should have sold him.
So we shouldn't.
Why?
I don't even like. I'll be honest. Like, I didn't want him to take all the bullets for what the performance on that weekend. Yeah, but he was rubbish. He
No,
wasn't.
he's
What
bad.
people were trying to do is almost underplay it, or because everyone's mad at Ten Hag,
They don't want to put the accountability on him. Them passes were terrible, bro. Personally, I don't want to see Casemiro play for the club anymore.
You
I
know,
don't.
Wow.
It's one thing I hold on. It's one thing I hate. I gotta agree.
I disagree,
Brother, you
KG.
see
That
you,
Hold on.
yeah?
I
You
disagree
see
with.
you see
Hold on,
N'Golo
hold on.
Kante. You see this brother. He always does this bullshit. Every goddamn time. He comes here with some fuckery. You are telling me you don't want to see
Man,
Casemiro
and
play
Tate, man, and
again.
Type
Brother,
Sending, bro.
1 minute, Charles, you were saying
Nah, bro.
Tell manager out.
What kind of rubbish? You will sit down there, you will watch a structure that does not help anybody. Everybody is collectively poor, from the goalkeeper to the striker, and then this brother will try and single out one person. Okay, you took Casemiro off after 45 minutes. I watched the same 45 minutes again. Our star boy Kobe Mino is beginning to look like a regular. What are you telling me? And
Hey,
telling me this is Casemiro.
Hold on.
I'm not
Let's
hearing
be
no
fair.
buts.
Let's be fair.
What do you mean?
Did Casemiro not cost us in the Champions League last season?
What do you mean the Casemiro cost us
Hold
in the
on.
Champions League last season?
He did. He has to cost us bare times. This is
Well,
not the
Onana
first.
showed like
That
seven,
was
like
Onana.
seven
That was
games.
Onana. That was with Casemiro. That was Onana. That was Onana, KG. I think you're mixing up players.
Hold
What
on,
about-
hold on. I think a
What
lot
are
of
you telling
people
me? You see
like
what?
to forget. Wait
There
there.
is
I think a lot of
nothing
people like to
Francois
forget.
that escaped
Casemiro
you.
flip flop for you, though.
Nothing.
Hold on. I think a lot of people like to forget that there was a lot of times last year when we cussed how rash Casemiro's been. Casemiro is a multi-time Champions League winner, played with some of the greatest players of all time. And the amount of times that he got booked or bagged for stupid moves, we cussed that a lot last season.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We're talking about a guy that's 30 plus now, and his legs have clearly gone.
What do you
This
mean
is
his
what I'm
legs
saying.
are gone? What
Now,
do you mean his legs are
when
gone?
Carragher is saying leave the game before the game leaves you, and we're looking at it and we're saying the footage is real. The footage is there, it's in front of us. We can see what's going
Yeah,
on.
you can't just blame. You can't blame everything on the structure, which is like.
This is bullshit.
I
Sorry,
hate
let me
This
just
is
say one
utter
thing.
Go ahead.
bullshit. Yeah.
Let me say one thing.
This
Let me
is
just say one
rubbish.
thing. Charles, let me say one thing, yeah? Bro, KG, I disagree, yeah? Uncle Jim, I disagree. You're saying about his legs are gone, yeah? You can't say his legs are gone and at the same time be complaining about exactly what everybody else is complaining about, the structure of the team, yeah? You're saying that he gets left isolated every single time. KG, you said it too. You've spoken about how this manager's leaving people isolated, playing two at the back and just three at the back. Him, them two defenders and him. Yeah. So at the end of the day, if he's getting isolated like that, obviously it's going to look like his legs are gone. Don't give me that, bro. Every time he goes in for a decent tackle, bro, you love it. Every time he's there for a header when the corner comes in, you love it. Don't tell me that he's not been doing the thing, bro. Don't tell me that.
Can I respond to that? 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 All right. Joe Blackman. Joe Blackman. Okay. Can I ask you a question, Joe Blackman? How does the structure of the team cause Casemiro's passing to diminish in the span of a year?
I said that's the only thing you can blame me for. If you listen to the end of what I said before everybody started interrupting me.
All right. Okay. From last season. Wait. Joe Blackman. From last season, did we not complain? Just like how what's his name, Uncle Jim said. Did we not complain about his tackling being rash?
But that was because we explained this already to you. The reason
same problem.
But even when the midfield didn't have big holes in it, he was still making stupid tackles, was he not?
Hold on. When did we have big holes last season, though? I'm pretty sure everybody was complaining about not having a style of play and being open last season. So what are you talking about?
Last season, but there were games last season where there were games last season where Ten Hag changed. It was during going closer to the ending of the season. I remember this. This was before Amrabat even got into the team because he had that injury that he had to basically come off of. But this was basically close into the end of the season. I remember because I was watching United View when they were doing the live stream for the match, right? And even Owen was complaining about it, that Casemiro kept doing these stupid tackles. And that was when Ten Hag changed the formation. That was when we got closer in midfield. So everything was compact. And he was still making stupid tackles. So again, that itself is not even it's not a structured thing at that point. It's a player thing.
Wait,
I think both can be
let me
true.
hear
I think
The
yes or no.
ability
Let me hear from the
has
doctor.
diminished.
One second. We're gonna go around. I want to hear from the doctor. I want to hear from Abs. I want to go back to Charles, and then we go to Uncle Jim. Dr. NHS, what are you telling me? Because I've come out with a statement saying, "Listen, man, I'm getting a bit tired of seeing these performances, maybe from Casemiro especially, but then I don't like the way he's just sliding about, and then he can't do what he wants to do, and then his missus coming out to back him."
So several things can be true at the same time. Joe,
What the fuck is that? Now, raunchy music,
Joe.
man. Oh my days, bro.
Joe, you crazy. You have to slay it.
You can't just gyrate and control the line like that.
Raunchy hours.
KG don't know. That's
Who
why
was that?
KG's been listening.
KG
He don't know.
You don't know. Yeah.
He's been visiting Dr. NHS, man. You don't know.
I wasn't even ready for that.
Joe, you've been waiting to do that for ages now. Fine, we get it out. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
That was raunchy, bro. Oh my
It's
days.
gonna have to take like a couple of seconds because
It's
I
gotta be
can't get around that
Sweden.
song. Go on.
She's rattled. You guys rattled her.
Yo, and what are you on about, bro?
It's the time for
You've taken Dr. NHS's point completely.
Okay.
Good.
So several things can be true at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah, Casemiro's legs are gone, but we don't have like literally. We don't have.
What is NN's picture, please?
I was about to say the same thing.
That's what I was saying. I was like, and what are you on, bro?
You man, I need to go to bed. You man need to-
Nah, and man.
Yeah,
Kick him. Yeah, kick him.
Yeah, got bad.
Nah,
Moving mad.
that
This
brother-
stream is getting more and more red light district by the minute.
bro. Now and this guy,
We
bro.
have to be serious
bro.
here.
There you go. Go on.
Okay.
Let's go.
A collective
Focus.
breath and focus. Yeah, so this team is just we're basically playing teenagers, I think, because if you look on the bench, half of them are like 18, between the ages of 18 and 22, and if we sell Casemiro right now to Turkey or something like that, who are we gonna put there? We're basically like, if you look at the games we have between now and end of January, we don't have enough. We're not like Chelsea where we have 40 players and spare, like 3 teams to spare. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we
No,
can't chance.
But this is what I said about squad depth, no?
I wasn't talking
Yeah.
about. I'm not saying about getting rid of Joe Blackman. Stay in the show, man. I'm not talking about getting rid of Casemiro now. I just think it's we should have just moved him on. Even that comment when it went bad, and they said that Andy Mitten comes out and says, "Look, Casemiro hated the style of play and stuff." I don't want anyone that is part of the old setup that was kind of a dissenting voice.
I get that. I get that. But like, who are we gonna replace him with?
Let's
'Cause
find him.
basically,
Yeah, there we go. We found him. Carry on.
so basically, we've let go of McTominay. We brought on Ugarte, but I really like, who are we gonna replace him with? Because you don't want to do too many changes at once, and like the team, everybody's new and they don't know what they're doing. You still have to have people who kind of understand, or like we need replacing 2 or 3 at a time, or 4 or 5 at a time. It's like a building or your house. If you're gonna do remodeling, you don't do the whole thing at the same time. You do it room by room by room. So I get why people
What
are,
about just rushing Collier through? What about just rushing him through? Like, if Casemiro's running around, slides, like in the biggest game of the season, like we didn't. This is where it's a bit mad, and I get, because someone said, "What about what Casemiro said is right?" It's true. Casemiro wants to play a certain brand of football, but Eric Ten Hag I don't think he wants to set his team up like that. Who do we listen to? Do we listen to Casemiro, or do you listen to what the manager wants to do?
of course you listen. I feel like a a smart person would take on the advice, like opinions of the players, and incorporate it into what he's trying to do. So maybe Casemiro might have some thoughts on it, but you take on his advice and maybe you kind of try and incorporate it into what you're doing. But if it doesn't work, then you put it in the bin. Casemiro has to remember that this is not Real Madrid. This is not. You're in England. You're in Manchester United. I get it. Manchester United is one of the greatest clubs in the world, but it's not Real Madrid.
Yeah,
I think he's still thinking.
We had the same with Varane. Hold on, let me get other people's takes on it. Abs, we telling me, and Charles, you can get involved after. Abs, what you saying? Because I just think that maybe it's Casemiro's time it could be over.
Can I go in after this? Because I'm Team Casemiro from day one, and you've been skipping through me for a while.
Oh, sorry, my bad. We'll get to you, man. Well, Abs don't sound like he's ready, so go on.
No, I'm here. Sorry,
carry on.
I think it was muted. Dr. HS actually said something that actually came back into my mind, and I was thinking, actually, yeah, we don't have a replacement for Ugarte if he's gonna start. So probably Casemiro, I might reconsider and say that, or keep him. Maybe. I'm trying to think, because I'm trying to think of the midfield and the youth, and I don't think we have a straight up defensive mid. I think we sold the other defensive mid, Daniel something. Anthony though is the one that I 100% I'll pack his bags for him. I'll drop him off at the airport if he needs. So
you're done.
No, I'm done with him. What else are we gonna get out of him? Let's be real.
Some people think he's gonna come good this season, you know.
Yeah, those people smoke meth. We already know this.
Mark N, he's talking to you, bro.
Oh, don't worry. He knows I'm talking to him, or anyone else that thinks.
No, I can't just leave Mark N in the thing because I haven't removed him from my video because I feel like he might do something. I think like he could get I think he might be able to get 10, you know.
How many drinks you've had tonight?
I think he could get 10 GA.
KG, you're wishful thinking, bro.
10. 10's not a lot.
10's not a lot, but we're talking about Anthony.
He got 10 last year.
KG, how many Carabao games and FA Cup games was that?
That's
you know what the problem is. You guys act like you don't want the team to do well. Like when Mark talks a madness, yeah, I still say, look, I think he's talking a madness, but I would like it to happen. Yeah. Those things happen.
Why are you not cashing out bets, bro? Why are you not
you want that
bets?
to happen?
Why are you not collecting bets?
You need to shut up, Charles, because you were talking about title charge, and now you say manager out association.
You are out here fleecing man, talking about people should be moving mad.
Before we, you have to answer that question.
You about moving mad. You said title charge, now it's manager out.
Why are you taking man's money? Why are you taking man's money?
I'm listening. Say that again.
Why are you taking man's money? Why are you taking all these crazy bets like Mount's gonna get 20 GA, bro? Why are you taking bets?
The money because I like money, fam. Are you stupid? Are you stupid? You like money. Shut up,
Parliamentary proceedings.
You know what's crazy about this argument? You know what's crazy about this argument? Because we know that Charles.
It's Wednesday night.
Parliamentary proceedings. Questions were asked and they didn't get answered.
Go on.
Anyways,
hey, Kenny hasn't got involved. Kenny hasn't got involved.
Yeah, for me, listen, I just want to rewind back to the time when Casemiro had like a good run of games and who was playing next to. It was a period when he was playing with Fred. And what was the common thing there? It was legs. He could play well with a person that could relentlessly run around while Casemiro collects and goes forward. And that's what we've been doing. We've been isolating him with somebody that can run. We all know, we all seen it now that Kobe Mainoo is not really a 6. You know, he was much better at maybe going forward, scoring goals. You know, so there's no way we can just blame this. Yes, I'm Team Casemiro. The last game against Liverpool was the worst half I've ever seen Casemiro. I understand, and I'm not here to like defend that game. But for people to put this whole blame on Casemiro on the third game without looking first of all at the person that's picking the team, I'm getting an echo. Something.
I bet you.
Repeating.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I don't understand why people can actually just be putting the blame on Casemiro.
No, it's not all on. It's not all on him.
No.
There's the blame. The blame does go. The blame does go round. But then we have to remember he dropped him in the finals for Amrabat, and Amrabat actually did better.
No, but KG, look, you need to look at also like that final, a cup final. Anybody, he's coming to prove himself. Amrabat. That could have been a fluke. We don't know that. That could have been. We've seen players pull out flukes. Scott McTominay has pulled out massive performances like over the years. You know that. So we cannot base.
But then we saw that with the team. Remember, we started playing Amrabat and we said we can't drop him. Most of us thought Amrabat weren't going to be involved in the final. Then he was. Let me get what do you call it. We'll move on. Uncle Jim, what are you saying? And then Charles, your thoughts.
I think the problem is that we're going right back to the loss, which I thought was going to happen, but I didn't think it was going to be so bad. But the loss happened, and now we're going right back to where it is. Oh, let's find the stick that we can beat block the person with, and that's low. I'm not on that. Like, the fact is, we were very aware about Casemiro last year. We were very aware about even McTominay, which is why he's gone. We're very aware about these other players. Like, we can't just keep doing this same thing where it's like, let's just get this person and just all pile up on them and then that's it. Bro, Casemiro's done. I'm not looking at Casemiro, the 5-time or however many time, Champions League winner he is. I'm looking at Casemiro of 2024, and that person is done. That person should have been sold to Saudi. That person should have gone. When you talk about Anthony's not good enough to play for Manchester United, or if I'm being really honest, any top 10 side in the Premier League. And he should be sold, but we need to be smart and not just be angry all the time and say, oh, let this person go and then done. No, another person with a better profile needs to come in and that person goes. It needs to be that, right? Like,
Charles, what are you saying?
Well, I think United fans we are the real problem, honestly and truly.
How's it on us though? But
let me finish. Like, everybody has their own like sort of denial that they're in here. Firstly, believe that I'm hearing all these things like take out Casemiro, bring in Ugarte. That there is no DM in world football that can play in that 3-1-6 and thrive. No one. Absolutely no one. So whoever you want to put in there, whoever you want to take out, no one. Another thing, let me put any one of us in that dugout, barring KG, because he's a crackhead, yeah? All of us know Casemiro is not the person you use as your first phase player. Everyone knows this. If we go around there and we say from that United squad, all the midfielders we have, pick one person to be first phase. None of you are picking Casemiro. Why is he now the one playing there? It makes no sense. None at all. The first thing that we need to sort out is the system. After the system, then we can judge these players. I want to talk about Bruno. I want to talk about Casemiro. I want to talk about Lisandro. I want to talk about Garnacho. I want to talk about Rashford. But I can't. I feel sorry for all these players because I'm saying fundamentally the system doesn't work for either one of them. No one is playing well.
So what is the response with Ineos, everyone in situ? What is the move? What's the move that we have to do now? Because if you're saying no one's playing well, where are you at with it?
Get the manager out. That's where I'm at with it. Get him
oh,
out.
here we are. We're back here again, man. Come on, man.
Hey, KG, I was going to mention something, right? I was going to say that Charles is the most likely to be eating popcorn with the wrap-up even. He'll be right there, right next to him.
Get this manager out yesterday. You all can see my title. I'm the chairman of the association. And you're asking me what do you think the solution is? Are you all blind?
It's only I was only now that I've looked down at it and said, well,
I wanted to point it out, but I thought, I'm sure you saw it. I know.
Oh my baby.
And then you now have them saying they would sell Anthony mid-season. These same people let us have one injury. There is nobody left.
Bro,
our squad is thin. All that
Charles, you said you want Ten Hag out. Who replaces him?
What does that have to do with anything? Let
No,
the
answer the
Ineos guys
question,
sort
please.
it out.
Answer the question, please. Answer the question, please.
What does
Gareth
that have to do with
Southgate.
anything? I'm
And I
so
was muted 'cause I
confused by
was
that
cussing
question.
so
What
You know,
bad.
I
has to
hate
do
it
with
when people do
anything?
this. You say
Like,
manager out, and then you have no solution in hand. Oh, are
this
you
is
mad?
what I'm saying, Rob. I hate it. This is what I just said about. Oh yeah, I want Anthony out.
This
Okay,
is
who
the
replaced him?
dumbest
I
thing
just want him out my team.
you would
This
ever
is not
hear
a
from
relationship,
anyone.
bruv. This you're
Like,
not with a
cause I don't.
toxic girl.
You
Like you're with someone.
what's
This is a
funny? Yeah, I
structure.
don't even get
Hey,
what you're
parliamentary proceedings.
insinuating.
Hold on, Charles. They've asked you a very good question. You just said, look, you're the chairman of the Eric Ten Hag Out Association. So that as a chairman, you don't have a backup play. You don't have anyone in your mind that you want to put in.
Firstly, I have somebody in mind that I want to put in, but that has nothing to do with anything.
Say it then.
The
It has everything to do with everybody asking the same question,
Fine,
idiot.
bring it.
Answer
Fine,
the question.
Fine, Tuku. But do you know the
There you go.
actual funny
Simple.
thing? Yeah. Wait, shut up, you fleecing crackhead.
You
With
shut up, man. You've
with
been
your
chatting
red
shit
eye.
all night. Well, I've been on mute, yeah. You've been on
Don't
mute,
even
yeah.
try it.
I swear to God, you've been chatting rubbish
Brother,
all night. You're the one who was saying
Bro.
don't
counter.
even run
Hey,
it
I could
right
go half
now.
a million in these 2 matches. You're
Man,
saying
just finished
manager,
smoking
bro.
Astrak and fentanyl coming.
Talking about
No. Why you muting my own mic? Why you muting my mic, fam? Don't try
There
it.
you go. I'm muting each of you at different times, bro.
Charles
All right.
wants Good Luck Jonathan to be the new manager. Bro. He wants anyone.
Charles,
You
Charles,
probably did better job than Eric Ten Hag, though. I ain't gonna lie. But
Charles,
anyways, moving on.
No, wait.
Yeah?
So you want Tuchel to do this job? Do you believe Tuchel will be better for Man United?
I believe anybody will be better for Man United.
Then let's bring Ole back. Let's bring Ole back. Let's bring back Van Gaal. Let's bring back Jose Mourinho then.
Get David Moyes, bro. He's ready.
Look,
Get
yeah.
David Moyes, innit? Why not?
You see,
Idiot, bro, I swear.
this is what you guys do. You guys start getting hysterical, like bring back Oli. You guys start acting like if that manager position was not vacant yesterday, there won't be like 7 or 8
But Charles, you just said
Shut up
yourself,
and
bring back
speaking
anybody that will
back.
do better than
Why
Ten Hag.
can't you
So
just
why are you
shut
saying? Why are you
up and let
backtracking now,
man
bro?
finish?
Why are you
Like,
backtracking now,
damn
bro?
it.
You're taking
It's
a
like
long
talking
time
to a woman,
Charles,
bruv.
You're talking. Wait, hold on. Respect NHS, bro. You're taking a long time to land this plane.
I'm not
Exactly,
taking a
bro.
long time. I talk and 7 man start speaking for no reason. That's
All
why
right.
it is long.
The incent.
Anyways, as I was
Can
saying,
you just
you
say your
man are
name,
talking.
please?
Do
Go on,
you
go on,
see?
carry on.
Do
Carry
you
on.
see what I'm talking about, fam?
Carry on. The floor's yours,
All
quickly.
I'm saying is you guys are talking like as if the manager chair was not vacated yesterday, that we will not be linked to like 6 or 7 different managers for the job. Don't forget
10
during the
seconds
summer
until a name,
we were
That's
please.
linked
paper
to like
talk. That's
oh
paper
my
talk.
days. Oh
10
my
seconds
days.
until a name, please.
All right,
Oh
no,
my
anyway,
days.
Charles,
Brother, we know that they were
We'll,
talking finances with Tuku. What do
Then
you mean paper talk?
we'll get back to
nine,
you,
We know
Charles.
that
Hold on, we'll get back to you.
8,
Let's you
How
lot.
do
So
you know this?
yeah,
7.
right now, out of the people that are here
Oh,
on the
sorry.
panel, yeah, out of the people that are here on the panel, who wants Ten Hag to
Ten Hag to what? To go.
go
I'm
right
not
now?
sure yet.
Not right now.
Not
Mm.
right
Not
now.
sure yet.
Doesn't make
Only
sense.
3 games into the season. I'm still here.
KG,
Exactly.
we made a deal. He's got
3
7
games.
games left for me to
3
decide.
games.
and
I'm
that's how
not.
he
No,
moves.
bro.
It doesn't change anything.
3
So,
games.
wait, so no one right as they feel right now wants Ten Hag to be out except Charles.
Correct.
Exactly.
Okay,
Right,
that's interesting.
Listen,
Carry
there's
on.
no way
Wait. Before you unmute him, bro, can we put a timer to how long he decides to name at least 2 managers? Because
Exactly.
you're right. You can't say you want a manager out and not have a replacement. You must have
Yeah.
a replacement. Or
It's
I see
real.
it.
The time and
Also-
stays got 1:26.
And
Charles,
also to put him to his sword again, Ineos
What?
had already put this job on the market. They couldn't find a replacement. That's why they went back to Ten Hag. What's your take on that? If you're saying that if the job is vacant, there'll be 6, 7 managers.
go on,
so-
Charles. The floor's yours.
I came here and I said it when they announced that Eric Ten Hag stayed, and the discussions broke down with Tuchel. The reason Eric Ten Hag is still here is due to financial reasons. That is all. Financial reasons. And when you look at the way that they've changed everything around, and they've brought Rude in, to be honest, Rude is looking like the interim when they fire Eric Ten Hag. So
When do you
all
think they're gonna
this,
fire Eric?
because of what I saw and I've been seeing from match day 1 till now, it's the same thing from
From
last
match
season
day 1.
till now.
Hey, KG, good night, bro.
It's the same thing.
Wait a
last-
second. Wait a second. I gotta say
last
something real quick.
If you said last season, I'd understand. You said match day one. That's crazy.
Wait.
Oh, come
I
on,
want to ask him
man.
a question real quick. I haven't said anything yet. He said it's because of financial reasons that they kept him. So what makes you think they will fire him when they just gave him an extension and they brought 2 new people in? They got to pay Ten Hag up. They got to pay the assistant stuff. So like, why would they do that? They're gonna keep him at least until the season is over to save money. They're not gonna fire him like mid-season. So I think you're just hoping for no
I'll answer
reason.
that. Funny enough, I don't necessarily agree with Charles, but he did just say, and I did find it odd that a manager will come to be an assistant manager in our thing. I was surprised by Rude joining.
So you guys think he's our next manager, and are you guys okay with that then?
I was surprised. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was surprised at Rude being here, but at the same time, something scares me about. Are we gonna do that again? So we're just literally rolling back the Ollie thing.
Exactly.
Hey, do you not feel that Rude has got the experience to be the man?
No, and
No,
that's
he
what I
only has
love
one
about
managerial
Love.
season of experience.
It will probably be like a 1-year thing, and then during the summer they will sort out the new manager when everything is settled. They
But
didn't trust Eric Ten Hag from the get-go.
What if Rude
They
does
didn't
Ollie
trust
at the Will?
Eric.
What if Rude does the Ollie at the Will situation and he does
What
well?
if, what if we win the squad? What if Anthony flipping scores 50 goals? Bruv, that's not about what if. Rude is not ready to manage one of the big clubs, especially ours. I don't want to see us lot turn on Rude like that. And I know
because we did the same thing with Ole. We said that he was ready to manage us when he didn't have enough experience to manage at the top level.
I didn't.
But Rude isn't Ollie though. But yeah,
But he basically is. I'm not saying he isn't like managerial style, but at the same time, he has the same amount of managerial experience as Ole did when he came to manage us.
Yeah, but I don't think Rude would want to do it anyway.
Who?
I don't think Ruud van Nistelrooy would even agree to do it on a permanent basis because he'd want to be like the interim, but he knows how important the club is to the fans and everyone else. So and he's played for the club, so I don't think he thinks he's ready. So even if he would want to do it, he'd probably wait 3, 4, 5 years. Before he takes over.
I don't want to make it about them. I don't want to make it about them, just really quickly. I don't want to make it about them, man. But I can guarantee you, if we brought one Arsenal fan and said, would you replace Arteta with Henry? They will say no. They will say no. Simple as that.
But Henry doesn't have any experience.
He just won a silver medal. Bro, get him out, bro. What we do? He just won a silver medal at the Olympics.
You said he doesn't have the level of experience that Van Nistelrooy.
He won the damn tournament.
He's been a manager, right? He has been a manager.
My point is, he wouldn't. They will say no.
KG, just before you switch the panel, I got one thing to say, just real quick.
There's not enough people to switch the panel with because it's literally number one Arsenal fan and what are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna say my piece real quick. I think I don't think what you're actually thinking through what's gonna happen here. If they sack Ten Hag, they bought in Ruud van Nistelrooy and Rene Ach to basically back him up in the coaching staff, right? They bought him new coaching, everything like that. So the new manager comes in. What if he wants his own coaching staff from his own club that he's coming from? So that means they basically have to sack everybody they just bought in. You're going to have to get a new complete back room, new players, because he's not going to want the players that Ten Hag already has. He's going to want new players. So that's a whole bunch of other money literally just being pumped out of the club as it's getting pumped in again. It's going to be ridiculous amount of spending just in the span of a year.
Guys, I want to do a left turn. There's a couple super chats that I want to read. I'll read the super chats and take this left turn because it's been coming up a bit, and I think it's good to bring it up here. Is Bruno? This is me asking a serious question. Is Bruno the problem in our team?
Yeah. No. This is just another whiny Man United fan thing. You know those fans that just want something to blame.
One second. We'll do parliamentary proceedings.
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
I'm going to read these super chats and let's have a conversation about Bruno because people say that we're leaving out Bruno. Casemiro's being scapegoated. Bruno's not looking after Kobe. There's a lot of stuff that they attribute to what Bruno does wrong. So let's have a conversation about him. Here we go. Uriel says, Big up the Don. It's been a while. Rashford Anthony not surviving episode 1 of Blue Lock.
Nah, Rashford will. Rashford has that inner beast.
Rashford will survive episode 1 of
Yeah.
Blue Lock. Patience,
Rashford has
the guy
that
said.
inner beast.
The patience, the guy said, 10 games. Just have patience. Fans are fickle. Preseason, everyone was on Casa. It's true, but then we said, is Casa only getting by because Mason Mount's running? Now no Mason Mount, and Cassie's looking a bit nuts at the moment. Joe,
Yeah, but the people that said that, KG, got bullied the first game and the second.
Because
Mason
The
Mount,
people
right?
that said that on your channel got bullied, because I said that.
People
I
don't
said
want to
Mason
drop
Mount is
Bruno.
playing as a false nine to help midfield. People were like, no, he's doing this, he's doing that.
Even you're right, because even Uncle's in there saying, "Listen, we're gonna miss Mason because now Casemiro without the Mason Mount legs
exposed,
nuts."
You know what, the same people that were saying Mason Mount shouldn't be playing for the team, and now look, when Mason Mount came in, the energy that he brought, and then when we missed him,
Someone
you see
said
how he
Mason
was
Mount
in the
was the
second
best
half.
player. That's
We're dead with Mason Mount.
Let's not cap ourselves. I mean,
We'll
come
get
on,
there. We'll
man.
get there. No one's trying to take accountability for the Mason Mount slander.
Exactly. I don't.
Oh no, I will take it. I'll put that on.
Mount is still shit, and he will always
I
still
will
be
wear that
shit.
rucksack to the station.
What do you mean?
Give me that.
Mount is rubbish.
All right.
Oh, there you go. There's Charles taking
don't try
ownership
it.
right there.
Let's keep getting late to the panel. Big up the Reckless Delegates. Big up to you, man. Question: who does Eric Ten Hag's system actually benefit?
No one.
That's
Absolutely
the
no
good
one.
Now, that's
Not
the
even
question we need to
himself.
address, Kate.
Well, you know, should we address that? Should we address that right now?
Yeah, go on.
No
then.
one.
Yeah, Harry
You know what? We're so all right, because I can answer that question.
Who wants to take that one? Who wants to take that one?
I think we're so unbalanced right now that when it does benefit one side, like the defense, for example, the attack suffers. When we start moving like a proper attacking side, we're shit defensively. So it's like there's a benefit, but we lack at the same time. The ship is always unsturdy for some reason. And now,
but then you haven't really answered the question and said who's it really. You're just what you're saying. It only
that's what I'm saying. At this point, there isn't a single beneficiary. At this point.
No. It benefits us. It benefits us.
Look good.
How's it benefit?
Listen. KG, it benefits all of us, all of the players, right? In the first 10 minutes.
No, 20 minutes. Because that's when we're good for 20 minutes. You can see it. Like, look at the game against Liverpool. You saw it.
Yeah, when we played Fulham, we were looking sexy in that first half. That's 10-15 minutes. We look cold.
We do. We have to allow in that first 10. But why can't it extend? Anyway, I feel like we're still avoiding the question. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna let me please, as an originator of the French league.
Effect of this thing. Hold on. Look at the long-term effect of this thing. We look very nice in the first 10 minutes, but when you look at the players' overall performances and how they are regressing, they look like the shell of themselves over time. You understand? That's the problem we're facing. When you look at the players, they start very well, quite right. We give them all the juice, everything, but over time, now it's the third game. We're already saying Kobe Meno has lost it. Kobe Meno can't play here. Everyone is looking like a shell of themselves. So it's not benefiting anybody, for real.
All right, listen, they're saying I need to switch up the panel. Preem just got in. Charles, listen, I'll say bye to somebody. You lot don't fully get out of here. I might have to bring some of you lot back in. Guess Antonio didn't really speak that much. Dr. NHS, stay here still. You didn't really do your thing. There you go. Kick from studio.
She needs that life support, you know what I mean?
There you go, kick from studio. All right, new guest, jump on in. Someone say keep Charles. Of course they say keep Charles.
KG.
All right, you lot, let's have a Mr. Think about your life. You didn't really Charles. What am I gonna do? Antonio, did Antonio get involved heavy?
KG, there's a reason why I said keep Charles.
Yes.
Me and Charles had an interesting debate earlier today. So I need to bring it up with Charles.
Pull up. Charles, pull up. Let me kick
Charles knows exactly what we're talking about. It'll be really good to bring it up to everybody.
Yeah. Let's go. All right, but then I do want to ask that question, guys. You know, because people are saying that I'm afraid to have the Bruno discussion because I love the player a lot. Yeah, and I do love Bruno Fernandes. Is it time is Bruno Fernandes killing us, as people are saying? outside of this.
Yes. Yes,
No,
he is.
killing is a mad word. Killing is too much, man. I don't think killing is the right word, but
Okay, let us be
sorry.
let us be very methodical in our conversation. Okay.
Yes.
If you believe Bruno is killing us, you have to categorically explain to us. Don't just say things for the heck of it. Explain to us why you think he's killing us.
Okay, can I start with this one?
Yeah, go on. Do your thing.
All right, so a lot of it does come down to the system and the players around him, but a lot of the time when the ball goes through Bruno, especially recently, it turns out to be very much a dead-end option. So because a lot of the teams will be sitting back against us, Bruno is looking for his wingers to run through, he's looking for the striker to bounce off, and inevitably the ball gets turned over in the final third more often, which also ties in with, the first 20 minutes looking really good because they look saucy, they move the ball well, they're running well, but we don't score. There's no results. They get defended against more often than not, and they just lose motivation. So a lot of the time when Bruno's giving the ball to Rashford, for example, he gets the ball taken off him, possession is turned over, we've reached another dead end, and then we have to recycle again. So I think a lot of the positional play for Bruno is good, but the players aren't moving for him to create those chances properly. Because a lot of the times we're seeing balls go dead, we're seeing balls go wide, we're getting dispossessed on balls where players should be. So I think when it comes to overall, Bruno kills and dead ends a lot of balls and potential assists because there isn't a lot of people there for him. So a little bit more ball retention, I think, would be a lot better for Bruno rather than just through balls over the top. Just retaining possession.
Anyone else?
I get what you're saying, but you're sort of countering your own points. If the problem is that the players are not available for Bruno, why can't we create a system where the players are available for Bruno? Because it's not. Let's be very honest with ourselves. Hold on. Let us be honest with ourselves. It is not only Bruno. Our defenders will hold the ball. There will be nobody opening. Onana will hold the ball. There will be no opening. Casemiro will hold the ball. There will be no opening. That we talk about Bruno this, Bruno that, and I've asked a question before. In a lot of other teams, we can see in Arsenal, Saka is a very pivotal part of chance creation. In Liverpool, Salah is a very pivotal part of chance creation. Luis Diaz scored their 2 goals against us. We keep saying Bruno this, Bruno. How many other people are creating chances in our team? What are our wingers doing? The problem, Bruno, the reason why Bruno is highlighted is because no other person is taking up that responsibility of creating chances. When do we start holding our wingers accountable? Why do we keep holding only Bruno? Is it because he's the only one that is trying?
So who can we hold accountable
everything.
Like who can we hold accountable then, innit? Because I think Bruno's the cam. He's the cam there. Like he's the only one that's going to make the chances. Like we can't say, who can we hold accountable? Garnacho's not
exactly. But in other teams, there are other people that are creating. Who created Liverpool's goal? Was it not Gravenberch? Is Gravenberch their cam? Was the Salah not assist? Is Salah their cam? That is the point I'm trying to make. It's not only because he is the cam. The cam is not the sole creator. When was the last time a cam had the highest assist in the Premier League? Let's be honest with ourselves. Wingers are the ones doing these things.
And wingers don't really create.
Our wingers are not doing anything.
Well,
anything
that I want to see that would create, that had a bit of a slow start was who had a really slow start? It was Ahmad didn't start as good, but then he started to find form. Who is sleeping? Who is that person that is breathing heavy like that?
Yeah, I was about to say, who is sniffing their mic, Ran?
Is it?
Who's doing this? Who's doing that?
Who is it though? Somebody's asleep.
You know when someone thinks that you call in, just wake up straight away.
Someone is asleep.
Abs has not said anything in a while now.
Imagine having someone sleeping to your stream.
Mr. Abs, are you there?
I had a.
Hey, it could be. Is it Abs that's sleeping?
It's not
Mr. Abs,
me. My mic is muted. Thank you very much.
Said, are you there?
Abs, why are you lying? You just scratched your eye. Don't lie.
That wasn't a woman sleeping. That was a man sleeping.
Okay, KJ, you can't be sure. You can't be sure. We've had women. We've had women. Let's
No,
not
no, no,
gender this
no.
thing.
We're not,
There's no
we're not
gender
gonna do
agenda
this.
here.
No problem. Anyway, look, so this Bruno thing. So most people, Uncle's on the side of Bruno's not the problem. Little Yo-Yo, what are you saying? Is Bruno a problem?
When we say problem, what do we mean by problem?
I get.
This man has come with his philosophies.
I know.
What is
innit?
that
Can
nonsense?
you just remove that?
What kind of nonsense is that?
Kind of, innit?
What
Man's
is he
telling this at 12:30 in the morning.
What is at this time?
At 12:30 in the morning, we'll be doing
Can I
philosophy.
quickly describe to me what I think the Bruno problem is?
Go on. Who said that? He said it. Okay, is that
Manchester
Ken?
Jason. Yeah.
Oh, Manchester Jason. Go on.
To me, the way I see Bruno, he's like an expensive car in a rundown house. That's how I see him. In the sense of like your garage is cracked, your basement is trash, but your car is a nice car. Because he does a lot of things for sure for Manchester United, but it's just that because of the area that he covers and how frequently he vacates the midfield, there is nobody there. So to me, I don't think he's a problem. I just think it's like for what the Ten Hag is trying to do and the system. The truth of the matter is, I think the system would look better without him playing. But he quote unquote is the best option. So you're just facing is like it's a lesser of two
I've
evils.
heard people say this. Say the system will look better without him playing. So who has he got in there?
Who will create the chances without him playing?
But you see, I didn't why. You see, like the breakdown of the system is not
does it
because
really
of lack of chance creation. You get what I mean?
Does it really matter who creates the chances? Because quite simply, I've come to the conclusion that this team's not good enough. These players are not good enough to play for Manchester United. Right?
No. Why do we bring players in and we say they're not good enough? Sorry, before you continue.
Agreed.
I was hearing this thing and people were saying Man United players will not get into Arsenal starting 11. A few seasons ago, who knew Saliba? Saliba wouldn't get into Man U's starting 11 a few seasons ago. Martin Odegaard was just a Real Madrid reject. You understand? Nobody knew a lot of these players, but the coach is very important in raising the standard. No, you don't have to buy a superstar. You can buy people and raise their standard. Why do we keep saying who is responsible for not raising the standard of the players in Man United?
Yeah, well, way I've seen it, right? We've had multiple systems over the last number of years, and it doesn't work. Right? The only time it ever really worked was when we had a team come on to us under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and we had the counter press. That was it. Right? Bar that there. When it comes to us playing football, getting the ball out, being progressive, it doesn't work. These players cannot do it. Yeah. I've seen it over a number of years.
So this is where you blame Ten Hag, right? Because if he's not getting 200 players, then what are we doing? Like, we're just going back in the cycle, recycling managers, doing the same thing season after season. Managers' tactics going wrong. So it goes all down to the manager.
Brian, are you saying that? Like, are you done with the manager? Because someone asked a question earlier. No one really answered it effectively. We said, "Well, who's our system benefit right now? Who gets the most from our system?"
Nobody. The opposition.
Yeah, this 3-1-6. That's what
Can I ask an honest question?
It's definitely benefiting the opposition. What are we doing?
I would like to hear the doctor's opinion on it. I think doctor has been here for quite a while. I would like to hear her opinion.
For one of the rare moments in time, I had to agree with Uncle. Like, you basically said everything I wanted to say. Bruno is not the problem.
You can mute your mic, no problem. I've said everything you want to say. Let us continue.
No, Uncle, stop. Wait.
Okay, no, sorry, don't mind me. Go ahead, Doctor, go ahead.
Oh my God.
Wow.
You had
that was a mad one.
2 foot tackles. You've been getting 2 foot tackles this whole stream. Go ahead, man.
So basically, I think Eric Ten Hag hasn't like figured out a system that suits the players that he has. He has to find the strengths of everyone and figure out how it works well together. And I don't think it's happened. Also, I realized fans love to do this thing where they pile everything on one person and blame the one person for his
Everything.
problems, everything. And today it may be Bruno, the next day it's Casemiro. Fine, they all have their weaknesses, but why? He's the captain. What are you supposed to do? He's doing the work for 10 or 9 other men.
But then
who are not.
you with that though, every fan has said a different player. Some players, when I'm listening to the Man United fans at the moment, some are saying we have a serious Onana problem. Others are saying it's a Bruno problem. Some are saying it's a serious Casemiro problem. A lot of people are saying it's a Ten Hag problem. I just
Everyone has their weaknesses though.
But the thing with everybody having their weaknesses is you got somebody there to cover up for a weakness. Right? Everybody has their strengths too, right? So you put somebody in beside him that can cover up his weakness.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and Eric Ten Hag has to figure out what each other's weaknesses and figure out how he can make other people cover up or find someone that can cover up like the person who's standing next to them's weakness. If you understand what I'm trying to say.
we have to
in his third season.
I feel like right.
This is what we're
I feel like the team is unbalanced.
You know what, Uncle, I feel
that's
like
my biggest problem.
Uncle's made up his mind on the. I feel like you're really close to the end for this manager.
I am, and let me tell you something, KG. You know, when you look at football, you have to be very factual. This Liverpool game reminded me of the game we played against Brighton, where I think that was the game the guy scored for them, this defensive midfielder. The thing I've always noticed is whenever Man U play well for the first 20 minutes and then we stop playing well, it is not necessarily because we don't have tactics. It is because the other manager has observed our tactics and then they switch something in their tactics and our manager does not have any response for the remaining 70 minutes.
Yeah.
The first time I saw it was in that game against Brighton.
Yeah.
And it happened in this game against Liverpool.
Even the last game as well.
The moment the other manager tweaks something, we fall apart. Why is our manager not able to tweak something as well? That is the one question I've been asking.
Your uncle too, right? Right. There's another problem. The second something goes wrong for this team, we fold. Yeah. Mentally, we fold.
There's a mental issue as well.
And I think
there's a mental issue as well. Actually, before we get out of here, let's hear what Yo-Yo and Charles have got cooking. What's going on?
Okay, Charles.
Yeah. So
you remember the debate we had? The floor is yours.
I asked a very simple question. All things being equal, let's say, because basically you guys are asking to see the basics this season for Ten Hag to retain his position. You guys want to see a style of play. You want to see a functioning system, which is basically, the basics. Am I right or am I wrong?
Pretty much.
You are right. Yes.
Very right, sir.
Cool. So I now ask the question. After how many years and after how much spent will you guys now begin to demand titles? If you give him this season, do you expect a title next season?
You lot heard what I was saying. This season, I was asking for us to win every single away game that was of our we should be beating Brighton. We should be beating Fulham. We should be all those meaty games. I expect us to win those games. You see how Arsenal turn up and play the weaker sides. I expect us to get 3 points from those games easy. But we're not. We're struggling in those ones. Now in the big games, that's where I think, okay, even if it ends in a draw, it's not the worst thing in the world. And then we kick on next season and talk about title charge. But we're not even. I don't even know if we're even a top 4 side at the moment. But it's early. It's too early to say.
Swear
So
down after 3
after
games, though,
after
KG.
how
After 3
so
games.
after
I said it's
how
too early
long
to say at the moment. At the moment, if you look at the facts and figures, we're not a top 4 side. If we look at what we've seen so far, but then that's 3 games. There's not a lot to know in it.
In
You
my
haven't
opinion, I think
answered
I
my
just
he
want to know where the
decided
but
goals are coming from.
still no one has
for like
answered my
November.
question still.
Now let
In
Charles finish.
hold on, yeah. Let me put this scenario in front of you. Say this is Ten Hag in year 5 years at the club, 1 billion spent. Are you expecting a title for his position to become tenable?
What, 5 years and 1 billion? What
Yeah.
title?
We have to win the title.
Yeah, of
Okay,
course.
cool.
Yeah, of course.
So now we know 5 years you're not having it. Next season, 800 million spent, 4 years at the club. Are you expecting a title?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
basically, as next season, you lot are telling me if we don't win the title next season, sacked. But you're expecting the basics for him to remain tenable this season. How does that
Listen,
make
he's been at the
sense?
club for 3.
No,
Go on,
but
KG,
you
go
lot,
on.
and I think that's the mistake. Some people are asking for basics. I'm really asking for more than basics. I want
Yeah,
to
that is
Yeah.
you. But the general public, you hear them. They want play style. They want functioning system. That's the basics. That's what you should be seeing
That's a big point.
in year 1, year 2. How can you tell me for him to be tenable in year 3, you need to see basics, and then in year 4, for him to be tenable, he needs to win the title. That
Yeah.
is tapped.
So,
But-
Charles,
The,
are
the
you...
basics,
Go on, go on.
the basics of this game is work rate and being able to pass the ball and keeping your head, keeping calm under pressure. That's the basics of this game, and we don't do that. The second, and I said this before, the second we face any adversity, the second something doesn't go our way, we fold.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
but this is year 3. This shouldn't be happening under any circumstance. After spending 600 million, this should not be a conversation. If we
I
all
know it
knew
should
this
be.
was going to happen 3 years down the line, when they were asking to sign Eric Ten Hag, I'm sure none of us would want to sign him. If we at the time were told you will sign Eric, and in year 3 you would not know what your play style is, you would not know what your best 11 is, you'll be playing a system where every player is poor. After spending 600 million, will any of you still have signed this guy?
But
we
Charles, I
wouldn't
think
have
I think I
known.
think
We
what I
wouldn't
think
have
what you're
known.
Some
what you're
respect
failing
on
to
how bad the situation was before he got here and what
that's
he's
exactly what it is though.
before he got here. Do you
Yeah.
know any respect on that?
I feel like you guys overemphasize how bad the situation is and how bad he has made it.
Overemphasize how bad we were bad.
No, but KG,
Oh,
that's what a
it
lot
was
of
a
fans
nightmare,
are.
bro.
Like I think what a lot of people want to do.
Brother,
I think what a lot of
were
people want to
better
do is
than
that
we
they
are
just don't
now.
want to. They don't
I'm not
want
gonna
the
lie.
old
In the
story.
first season, when he first came, we were all rooting for him. Let's not try it now. When
We
he
were
first
better than we are
Let us
now.
be very
no
honest
one
with
knew
ourselves.
all of this that was gonna
Everybody
happen.
just wanted a different story from the manager carousel wheel. That's all that it was, and people like
Let me tell you people where I stand with this thing. At the beginning of the season, I said 3 consecutive games for players. If you don't perform, you step out for another person. For the manager, what we are asking for is consistency in terms of positive football. That is the basics. And like Charles said, I'm not Ten Hag out, but like Charles said, you can't be in your 3rd season and still be asking for the basics. Let us be very honest. We are not telling him that by now he should have solved world hunger. But you can't be in your 3rd season and we still are not getting the basics right.
Exactly.
Let us look at this thing holistically. 3rd season.
Listen, people, I'm not gonna lie to you lot. I'm not gonna lie to you lot. I am shattered. I can't. I don't know if you can see the eyes. But I'm done. I said, I committed an hour because Joe called me as well. He goes, "What are you telling me?" I goes, "Joe, can you go live?" He goes, "Nah, they want to see you, bro." So I said, "You know what? I can't. I've got nothing left." It's tomorrow though. I'm back again. What I try to do is I'll be live for. We'll do an hour and a half tomorrow show. But I'm gone, man. I'm done. But yeah, listen, big up. Everyone have a good night. It's always a new morning anyway. Look after yourself. I'll see you in the morning. I'm going to put a thumbnail on this tomorrow. I can't be bothered to do that tonight. See you later, man. Peace. Thank you for watching. Let me read these super chats before I go, though. Let me not violate. Here we go. Enjoying this convo a lot, but I need to switch out the panel. Let's get some others in. But as always, keep up the good work. Big up to you. Thank you for the support. Zayn Miasi. Big up Zayn Miasi, man. Even though, like, yeah. Let me in, Giselda. I wanted to, man. I was trying, but you couldn't get in. At the end of the day, our players have weaknesses. It's up to the manager to craft a system that marks those weaknesses and brings out the strengths. There's a lot on Ten Hag, man. Bruno Cash tried to play all those balls behind because the manager knows the wide players' best attributes are running in behind. I don't know if you saw that video, but I'll speak about it tomorrow. But have you seen this thing about this excuse about the referee getting in the way a lot? I don't know if you lot seen that one with the referee getting in the way. I think I might have to show it tomorrow. Anyway, listen, stay blessed. Nah, man says Super Sorry. They're like, what? Well, if I'm in it, second season, you better love it.
Drop a bomb. Back with a vengeance. KG's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance. Look at us. Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. KG, this one's crazy. You're too lucky. None can compare with the KG Don. Better take cover when he drops that bomb. Going on reckless, trust it's on. It's